Alright guys, this is a video that you probably didn't expect from me. Um but this is a wishlist video on what I want to see in NHL 26. So one thing I want to see, alright, so really it's not really a big thing with the changes. Make honestly the AI a bit hard to score on. I've noticed when I just messing around in franchise, right? I will probably be able to score on them 10 times out of 10, right? But EA, my bad. EA, fix it a bit. I think we're good. I'll mind the cover. We'll get to that another part in this video. Franchise, the gameplay. The AI aren't really the best. Could be better. I kind of want to see from EA with the gameplay is more better looking injuries. Guys, that's the best thing you want to see, but making injuries looking more realistic. Like, okay, you're gonna get a little bump in the back in NHL, injured, roll the shell even. Like, I don't know, but with penalties, I want to see better penalties. The refs better effing. What I've noticed is when you're charging a guy and you hit him, it's obviously gonna call charging, but it's like you're not charging him. It'll take maybe a couple steps and they'll call it charging. It's just terrible from EA entirely. Also, what I want to see is them partner with other stuff, get their rights to and stuff. Maybe instead of one, go back. Put something in franchise or a roster out. Franchise better. Franchise. You can pick what year you want to do. Like, oh yeah, you wanted 2018 or 19? You can do that. Have the roster from the draft class you up. Technically, all the rights to all the players in the game. Put them on their teams, right? Moving on. Go back then. Maybe let's go to Crosby. When Crosby was being drafted, you could do that. Like stuff like that. Small stuff like that could be good. Add an LTIR for franchise. But back to the getting rights. Get rights with companies like ESPN and Sportsnet for like the scoreboard also. The commentators, get better commentators. The commentators aren't bad, they're just annoying listening, that's why I just turn them off. But maybe for like better intermissions. You go to this intermission, you can see, maybe peak, for ESPN, see PK Subban, Mark Messier talking. Let's see, it's in the playoffs. Talking about the playoffs, talking about the team, the game that's going on right now. See, you could do that. That's a small thing that wants to make the game better. I hate at the end of the intermission, or the end of the period, you sit there, the little intermission screen for a bit. Another thing I want them to add for the gameplay wise is better, better looking fans, better looking refs. I feel like the fans look the same. You look at them, the animations. I don't want to see another fan picking up a hot dog, and then goes to eat it. And he doesn't eat it. Like, it's not that, but you know what I mean? Like, it's just like the animations aren't the best. And with poke check, make poke checking more effective. Poke checking. Maybe it's just me, but I can never poke check. Be able to poke check, but other people poke check me easy, and it goes down the ice. Might just be me, okay? Now. Or a different segment. Franchise mode. Just brought it up not long ago with LTR. You need to bring that in. Now, I don't say, you could abuse it to where you'd be like, oh, I just want that guy injured. Build a super team. Can't do that. I would say, make it where, I'm trying to think of some words. 1 minute. Yeah, think of some words. Make it where, right. Make it where, like, oh yeah, like, if they're actually injured, like, maybe they need surgery. There could be surgeries that you need to do for a player, for, like, a good and, like, an injury can affect their career. Like, if it's Matthews, his wrist injury, he won't recover right away. If it's a concussion, won't recover right away. It might take him a while to recover, but he will end up recovering after a while. Also, I also bring up getting grades to college players, so, the Russian leagues and all that. To make the prospects more realistic and make franchise realistic, you grab those prospects and add them there. Get the rights to the college players. It could be better. Because this year, even when it was like, the Michkov draft, right? What I noticed was that, he wasn't there in NHL in that year. Because EA didn't have the rights to him. And they could easily get the rights, they just don't care. Even with Madden. I mean, they won't even get Fox for Madden, which would be best if they did. But just think about the aspect of what franchise can, and also better, presentations for a cup win. Okay, I'm not saying that you bring a full-on animation. You know what I mean? Like, let's say they actually have a banner. Start of the season, you play the first game of the season, it'll be a banner. If it's a home game, the banner getting raised up. That'd be cool. And then also retirement. You could retire someone's jersey if they have a good career out. Like if you're the Capitals, let's say Ovechkin's retired. Let's retire his jersey. What else you could do is big better presentations for someone scores the 1,000th goal. Let's say that happens in the NHL. Let's say, and the entire bench goes off. They all celebrate together. Something like that would be good. Let's say do that, but it's just not the best. I don't know. I want to make. Let's have the actual, full-on ceremony. I don't say mid-game, maybe after the game. But, and then add more. Back to the roast fans. Add, maybe some celebrities. Let's say it's Toronto. Drake would be there potentially. Justin Bieber, some other. So many people. You have to get the rights, and that's the first thing, which they wouldn't. It would cost probably over than what they would want. So I'd say just add better looking fans. They look the same. And also for fans, give them actual player jerseys. What I've noticed is they wear no name jerseys. That's what they wear. No one has no name, no number on their jersey. I want to see maybe a Matthews jersey in the stand, a Nylander jersey, a Nyes jersey. Maybe a Joseph Woll jersey. Maybe we're going back in the day and we're having a Wendell Clark jersey. I don't know. Whatever this game wants, they could do. I think that's it for the franchise part of this. Be a pro, alright? Be a pro. So much stuff could go around be a pro. That could be better. First things first, right? Pricey pond hockey is the first thing. Okay, get rid of that. Nope. Get rid of that. Right? Pricey pond hockey, get that out of here. When you get rid of it, it'll be better. And then also, I want it to be more of, a storyline. I'm not saying the same storyline, you know what I mean? But, also, where you could just, have live a life. You can actually, walk around, a full-on walk around, if your friends are playing, you're also, you go see them, all the endorsements you buy, the houses, go to your house. That'd be a lot of coding, but still. Also the cars, you drive around your car around town. I'm not saying, a full-on thing. You know what I mean? A bit, if it's, let's say you're playing with the Oilers. You'd be in Edmonton, drive around your car, you see the Edmonton Mall, all that, right? The next thing is same with retirement jerseys. I want that, better retirement jersey. I want to see my guys with jersey retired, This is 1,000 game, I want it more hyped up for most stuff. Also, make the trades realistic. No. Show me what I want to see. The media of after let's say the team has been trade me. I get traded, and I don't see what the media says. What if the media is currently freaking out? What is this trade? You know what I mean? And make when you get injured in your first year, you never sit out the entire season. You just come back next game. I hate sitting out, but if you get injured and it's actually a serious injury, then yes, I would say keep me out. Giving me a full-on a full-on cutscene of the doctor talking to me, telling him to talk to me about how long I'm gonna be out for, right? Maybe bonding with your teammates. You can actually bond with your teammates. Maybe you could hang out with them, after games, Another thing. Add no move. No, okay, the team. Now, I want to see a phone animation of them talking to you about a contract. Right? This is good to see where it's a screen that says, what contract do you want to pick? And it picks contracts. if give me a re-sign phase one. Give me like where the team wants to talk to me about a contract. Let's say I'm with let's say I'm with like let's see Chicago. Okay, we're just gonna pick Chicago. You're just in franchise. It's a series, good check it out. But let's say with them, and they're talking to me, and they're like, oh yeah, so you'll get this amount of money per year, right? But also you get a no move clause for this amount of years, or no trade clause, or whatever, no whatever trade clause, whatever, like multi, you know, you know what I mean? That would be cool. Um, and then like better, more hairstyles, more beard styles, I would say. Just more stuff in general. That's what I want. I would have wanted a better cover. I'd rather maybe Ovechkin. Maybe you get someone like, I don't know. Now, I want it to be nice, but it's never gonna be nice unless he has a pop off here. Maybe a guy like Tage Thompson deserves one. He's a good player. He's not bad. He looks like every goal celebration looks like that'd be on a shell 26, 27, something for a cover. But yeah, no, and like when you win the cup, you actually skate around. You can actually control your guy. You can pick you hand it off to, you know. It's just all that would make the game better. Better cutscenes. Now don't spam me with cutscenes. Like oh yeah, and no, and get rid of some of these promises. Cause I'm sorry, when the coach tells me to put the pressure on my look, I played franchise. I'm not no beer put on for long ago. My coach gave me a promise, right? He's like, oh no. He's like, he told me, promise me you'll up the pressure. I did. I scored a goal, right? No. At the end of the game, we lost. Actually, I think we won by 1. And the coach says, I can't complain about you out there. Like, get out of here with that. Like honestly, make it like a morale, like where like you have teammate morale. You'll have actually good chemistry. Like the AIs let you know what they're doing when you give them the puck. Because they're like brain dead when you give them the puck. Usually they just don't know what they're doing. Usually sometimes they know what they're doing, but not really. That's what just make the AI smarter. I think that's gonna be all I think for this wish list episode. So we'll see you guys probably tomorrow, which that video won't be uploaded until maybe a week or 2. I don't know, whenever I feel like it or I decide like it. I will post the trailer video of me reacting to the trailer. We'll see if I got anything right. So you know what? We'll see you guys in the next one. Alright, peace.